All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Yo, I'm on Real Talk with Nick. Yo, listen, my name is Jake. Call me Legacy.
All right, that's what's up, man. Are you a Nick fan?
I'm a follower. I'm
You're,
an NBA follower.
you're an NBA follower,
Yeah,
right?
I like all the teams.
Oh, you like all the teams.
Yeah.
All right, man. Fair enough, man. Fair enough, man. A lot's going on when we speak of these Knicks. I'm gonna start there, man. You hear all these bunch of rumors when we speak of trade talks and whatnot.
My thing is, the way I look at it, Kevin Durant started all this.
Specify. Start a word.
This whole moving around in the NBA. All right, follow me. When he said he wanted to be traded, a lot of other teams made moves to try to inquire him. So in the process, they're messing up what they got, the chemistry they got to acquire Kevin Durant.
And now,
weeks later, he sits down and says, you know what? I want to stay. I'm going to play. So now, all these teams in the NBA is in an uproar in the middle of a trade, or now they let people go. So now what? Now he got a shot at getting a championship because everybody else is messed up.
so do you think that was a strategy coming from the Brooklyn Nets to do something like that?
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, look, you got a point guard who's not reliable. Even though he's one of the most deadliest point guards in the game.
And who you talking about when you speak of a point guard that's not reliable?
Kyrie Irving. He's not reliable. Look, in 2 seasons, I think he played, 36 games or something like that? He's not reliable. So at the end of the day, now he's back, Durant's back. They're looking at it as, yo, let them think we leaving. They mess up the league, they got a better chance because everybody's not. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
so he's messing up everybody. But at the end of the day, NBA is a mental game before it's a physical game. If you can get mentally inside your opponent's head, you got it before the ball even goes up.
And do you think that's what's going on with Julius Randle?
Say again?
Do you think that's what was going on with Julius Randle?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that at the end of the day, what Durant's request for a trade did was put a lot of people on the trading block that shouldn't have been there. You understand what I'm saying? Now, like with Julius Randle, they talk about they want to either trade him, Obi Toppin, and
Donovan Mitchell?
No, the point guard for the Knicks, Fournette, for Donovan Mitchell. If Durant would have never said he wanted to be traded, this wouldn't been going on in the Knicks. It would have been a 1-2-3 thing. But now they want to fight with Brooklyn. That's all this is about. Who controls New York. That's how I look at it.
That's how you look at it.
Yes.
And you think it's affecting the other teams who's not even in New York?
Because, all right, in the NBA, there's 3 guaranteed scorers in the league that when they hot, you can't stop them. LeBron, Durant, and to me, Kawhi Leonard. You can't stop them. So now you got one of the top 3 scorers in the league saying he wants to leave. Who wouldn't want to get him? This messes up the entire, all 32 teams, all 31 teams. Everybody's trying to get him. Everybody tried to make a move. Look what Phoenix did. But Aiden, their center, he requested, I want to try free agency. So what they do, they give him a max deal. Because they know Durant ain't coming. So to me, just for him saying he wanted to be traded, he mixed the league up this year. The only ones I didn't bite was Golden State and LA.
So I'm going to ask you this, brother. Do you think it was all a ploy? From the very beginning, yes. Kevin Durant knew he wasn't leaving.
Yes, I believe. I believe that the beef with him and Nash, his coach, that was scripted. He don't got no beef with him. Come on. At the end of the day, Durant did this to see who would bite. And as soon as he say he wanted to get traded, Utah trades their center, Gobert. Come on, my dude. He's been there forever. Why trade him? Then at the end of the day, he just messed everything up. He knew what he was doing. It's just like LeBron. If LeBron say he wanted to be traded, how many teams would try to get LeBron? Think about that. It's the word of mouth and who he is as a player, and that's what I believe happened. That's why the league is the way it is.
Okay, and the Knicks bet too.
Yeah, but
If
they wanted too much from the Knicks, and the Knicks wouldn't trade their assets to the same. You know what I mean? Their whole thing was they thought Durant was going to go somewhere else, so let's get Donovan Mitchell. Let's get Donovan Mitchell.
And do you think Donovan Mitchell's worth
No.
what Danny Ainge is asking for?
No. How many playoffs he been to? Come on, bro. Yeah, you can score, but at the end of the day, are you a team player or a leader? He a team player. He scored more points than anybody else on the squad. 24 points, maybe 7 assists. That's because you got trapped off. You had to pass the ball. That's the only reason why you got them 7 assists.
But you say he's a team player.
Yes.
New York is hoping that he's a team player.
You need a leader. In New York needs somebody that come to the fourth quarter, they take it over. Randle, what's that? Julius Randle, what's that person? It's just in the playoffs, he becomes a different person. But during the regular season, come on, he's averaging 30 easy. Easy. No one can stop him. But then come to playoffs, like I said, it's a whole different season. You need somebody that's going to be a beast from game 1 to June. Donovan Mitchell, not that. He not that. Sorry, yo. What he does, Derrick Rose can do at his age.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a chance to tell. Did you hear what you just said?
What Donovan Mitchell can do as far as giving points to the team and being a team player, Derrick Rose can do at his age.
If he's healthy.
That's the most important thing. Health. And staying away from the injury bug would help the Knicks more than anything. More than a player. Just staying healthy. The same thing that Donovan Mitchell can do as far as giving points and assisting, bringing up the ball, Derrick Rose can do. The reason why I feel he can do it better, because he's more experienced. That's it. New York need a beast. Brooklyn got one. Kevin Durant. You need one.
Is Jalen Brunson a beast when we speak of the point guard position? He just lost.
He's effective.
You wouldn't consider him a beast?
I wouldn't call him a beast. No. He played behind Luka. He played with Luka. Come on. He not really getting no touches. He gonna get more touches this year because he bringing Rock up. So now we get to see. Now he get to change. He get to go from a number 2 or number 3 to a number 1, number 2. Yeah. When he was in Dallas, to me, he was 2 and 3. He was second option or third option. Now he in New York, he bringing the Rock up. I feel since he's got the Rock, he's either first or second option.
He's either first or second option.
Yeah, because he's bringing the Rock up, so he gets to decide whether he gonna break to the rim or he gonna pass it off.
So let me ask you this, brother. How many more wins do you think the Knicks are going to accumulate with a player like Jalen Brunson?
I feel, honestly, Jalen Brunson, no injuries, 10 more wins than what they had last year.
And with
They'll make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs.
And with an additional player like Donovan Mitchell, let's say he does come.
I got the Knicks in the second round.
Of the playoffs?
Of the playoffs.
No further?
No. Only way they get further, Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett gotta be beasts. They gotta be beasts. Whenever they get the Rock, they gotta make it count. Other than that, if they do what they did last year, he got to the playoffs, they put an APB out on him. He was missing in action. What happened to Julius Randle? He can't do that. Same way he played during the regular season, he got to play 10 times harder in the playoffs. I think they'll have 10 more games.
Well, the critics concerning Julius Randle was that he was bringing the ball up, right, like a point guard, which accumulated turnovers and stuff like that. Now that we have an official point guard in Jalen Brunson,
he can go back to the paint piece he was when he was in LA. If everybody remember when Julius Randle was in LA, he was a paint beast.
But who was he playing with? You had Kobe there. Kobe wasn't having it. So
now you got Brunson, and if they get Donovan Mitchell, you got Donovan Mitchell. These are 2 point guards that know how to get their people to rock. They know how to set the offense up where your opponent they collapse on them. Let Donovan Mitchell or Brunson start the game. Y'all just started the game. Let them come down and hit 2 threes. They're going to be double teamed. Next time, the third time down the court, they're going to get double teamed. That's where Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett come in. Fournette he's sneaky. On the outside, I'm not going to say he's 100% because nobody's 100%, but he's good from outside. If you leave Fournette open out there, he'll kill you. That's all it's going to take. That and health. They got to play hard all the way through.
Okay, so being that you feel that the Brooklyn Nets finessed the league, right?
Right.
And everybody's going crazy trying to trade this person to acquire a superstar just to match up.
Right.
Wouldn't you think they wouldn't be worrying about that? Excuse me. I get it. You saying they did it so they can attract Kevin Durant to them.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
Wow, you blew my mind, man, with that, because that went over my head, man.
Nobody sees that.
But
nobody, like, all right.
So that's the game within the game.
Exactly. Because as soon as Kevin Durant said he wanted to trade it, I listen to ESPN, I watch ESPN, I follow most of the sports shows just to hear what the commentators say about it. Most of the commentators were saying he was unhappy there. Okay. They got to the playoffs, right? Okay. Even though they got swept, but they still got to the playoffs. So my thing is, we all know that Kyrie didn't show up for a majority of the games last year. Maybe he's upset about that, but it wouldn't be upset to the point where he wanted to be traded. So to me, I'm listening to all these people. They're looking at it like, oh, Kevin Durant is unhappy. He's beefing with Nash, or he don't want to play with Kyrie no more. Then all of a sudden he backtracks. Now that makes me sit back and think like, yo, why you do that in the first place? Then I look at the effect of what he said had on the league. As soon as he said he wanted to be traded, everybody started making moves. Everybody started clearing house just to get him. They do all this. Oh, I'm staying. They can't retract their trades. So some of the teams that gave them problems last year is messed up because he said he wanted to be traded.
Damn.
That's how I look at it. Most of the teams that gave Brooklyn problems last year traded pieces, except Boston. Boston got better. They in trouble, definitely in trouble this year. Milwaukee didn't make no major moves, but everybody else, Atlanta got better.
So let me ask you this, brother. Are you saying if Kevin Durant never made the announcement that he wasn't happy with the Brooklyn Nets and he wanted to get traded, the Knicks would have never been trying to get Donovan Mitchell?
Think about it. What happened first? Did they try to go after Donovan first, or did KD say he wanted to be traded? KD said he wanted to be traded. And then the rumor came out that LA was trying to get Kyrie Irving. Not even a day later, the Knicks trying to get Donovan Mitchell because Utah traded their center. Think about it, bro. Just like that. Soon as KD says I want out, LA says we'll take Kyrie. Now all of a sudden, Knicks is like, wait, let's go get Donovan Mitchell since they having a clearance sale.
Man.
Think about it, bro. It's self-explanatory. It's just everybody looks at it at a sports aspect. You got to look at it as how that man wants to win another ship. He needs a ship because if he doesn't get a ship, his legacy is trash. It's trash.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. To me, I believe that the only reason why he got rings, Curry. He wouldn't have got it nowhere else. Where he would have got it? OKC? Oh yeah, he left. He got what, three in Golden State and thought he could do it by himself. Went to Brooklyn and got his dreams shattered. So now you're saying you want to get traded, then you don't want to get traded. Dude, he's chasing the ring. So the only way to do that is fuck up the league. The only way you can fuck up the league, yo, I want out. You know what they're going to ask. They're going to ask for the boatload for you. So teams going to start making moves, shipping people out they shouldn't, or getting cash. And all of a sudden, oh, nah, I want to stay home. I'm not going outside.
The more and more this man talks about Kevin Durant playing the league, the more and more it's starting to make sense. So I just want to say you Brooklyn Nets are some sneaky motherfuckers, man.
Absolutely.
Some sneaky motherfuckers, man. God damn, man. Hey, yo, I want to, before I cut this camera off, because I'm starting to get a fucking headache just talking about this shit. Is Tom Thibodeau the right coach for the Knicks?
I believe so. The problem with the Knicks is the GM, the owner. To me, if you're a GM, your only job is to look over your coaches and your staff, not to interfere with the coach's decisions on the plays. As the owner, your job is to look over the GM and his staff, not to interfere with the decisions the coach and the GM is making. Perfect example, Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys. He's the owner, but he gets involved in the decisions of players. By doing so, when the last time they've been in the playoffs? You hired these people to do these jobs. If you trust them to do the job, Thibodeau has done an excellent job. He got us to the playoffs, bro. Real talk. Even though we lost, the fact remains that he ran the team. Injuries, no injuries. He's a good coach. It's the GM and the owners. Until they realize their position and what they're supposed to do, not what they want to do, what they're supposed to do, Knicks is going to have problems.
Okay. And how do you feel about a player like Obi Toppin, man?
To me, he's the future. The reason why I say that, because if you watch him play, he takes his time. He's never in a rush. He got an eye jumper, but when he breaks to the rim, he's a different animal. I like him. He just got to take his time.
Do you think he's gonna be
traded? From what they're saying, there's a possibility. I don't want it. I think New York really need R.J. Barrett and Obi Toppin. Those are the two main people who I feel like the Knicks need to hold on to. But from everything that's going on with Donovan Mitchell, there's been talks that Obi Toppin and Fournette and a couple picks for him. I don't feel it's worth it. No.
All right, my man. And my last question. These two players, Emmanuel Quickly and Mitchell Robinson. Let's start with Emmanuel Quickly, man. Do you like him in the backcourt?
No. I like him coming off the bench.
Yeah, the backcourt.
No, what I mean is like, okay.
Ain't coming off the bench is the backcourt, second unit?
Yeah, well, I look at the backcourt as him in the starting five and he on the wing. That's how I look at it. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I prefer him coming off the bench. And Mitchell, all he needs is a little bit more weight. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Look what he's done all year. Seriously, defensively, for a young cat in the NBA, he's been here a couple of years. All he needs is weight. He got everything else. He got the fundamentals. He got an eye, mid-shot range. He could work on that. Anybody can work on that shot. He just need weight. Put on a little bit more weight.
Okay, man. That's what it is, man. I want to thank my man coming on Real Talk with Nick. Legacy, man. And if what you saying is to be true, the Brooklyn Nets did a fucking bullshit legacy move, man.
Yes, they did. Something that will always be remembered. But people won't see it. You know what I mean? They don't see what it is. Eyes wide shut.
And we out. Real Talk with Nick, baby.